oh happy day. Well, sort of. And that is, you can now see the Pixel 9a on the Google Store website. Now on the website, it doesn't say that it is available to purchase, but you can sign up for notifications to tell you when it's available for purchase, so that way you can get your order in, which is what I'm waiting for. And I'm hoping that it's something that's going to change in the next couple of hours to where you can actually buy this thing. So a couple of things that we're going to take a look at. We'll go to the website and just kind of like, snoop around. But as you can see here, Pixel 9a, $499 starting price. So that's good. I would have hated for it to increase in price. Now, we do get the 4 colorways that's been talked about. We got the Iris, Peony, we got the Snow, and Obsidian. And yeah, I think it's solid. You get all the pixel treatments and all that googliness, and that's a good thing, right? But a couple of things that they do talk about, that they make mention when it comes down to the Pixel 9a, and that is, one, we get a bigger battery, 5100 milliamp hour battery, so really big battery. And I think that's one of the big points that I like about the Pixel A series. And it's moved up to an IP68 water and dust resistant. We'll go to the tech specs here, right? So colorways, and I like the way the Google Store kind of shaped this out to be, right? So we got Iris, Peony, Porcelain, Obsidian. Now I'm gonna order the Iris for me, and after like a couple of months of using it and everything seems to be okay, there's no issues reported or none of that stuff, I know my wife is gonna go ahead and get the Peony for herself. We got a 6.3-inch display, 20:9 aspect ratio, 1080 by 2424 P OLED display at 422.2 pixels per inch. You got the 120 hertz refresh, Gorilla Glass 3, up to 2700 nits peak brightness, so a bit more brighter than the Pixel 8a. And you got HDR support, full 24-bit depth for 16 million colors. The dimensions, basically the height of the phone is 6.1 inches, the width is 2.9 inches, and the thickness, the depth is 0.4, and it weighs about 6.6 ounces. And so they're touting about 30 plus hours of battery life, up to 100-hour battery life with extreme battery saver. 5100 milliamp hour battery. We got fast charging. We got Qi charging on it too, so wireless charging, but don't expect it to be like the fastest wireless charging. 8 gigabytes of RAM on both options, with option 1, 128 gigs of storage, option 2, 256 gigabytes of storage. The Tensor G4, Titan M2 security coprocessor. You got all these security things like Google VPN, end-to-end security designed by Google, multi-layer hardware security, anti-malware, anti-phishing protection, spam protection in Google Phone and Messages. For the rear camera, we got dual cameras, 48 megapixel wide angle and 13 megapixel ultra wide with super red zoom, up to 8 times zoom. I'm going to say that that's digital, and optical quality at 0.5 on the wide. So the 48 megapixel quad PD dual pixel with optic image stabilization, f1.7 aperture, 82 degree field of view. You got super red zoom up to 8 times, optical and electronic image stabilization. And then with the ultra wide camera, it's a 13 megapixel with f2.2 aperture with 120 degree field view. The front camera is a 13 megapixel selfie cam with f2.2 aperture with a 96.1 degree ultra wide field of view. So you get a pretty wide shot with the selfie cam. The camera features, you got the super red zoom, add me, macro focus, night sight, astrophotography, portrait mode, face unblur, long exposure, real tone, panorama, top shot, frequent faces. For editing, you got Magic Editor, you got Auto Frame, Reimagine, Magic Eraser, Best Take, Photo Unblur, and Portrait Light. So you can really get your photography on with this phone, and I am so ready to have this phone. With the video recording, Rear camera 4K at 30 and 60 frames per second, 1080p at 30 and 60 frames per second with a digital zoom up to 5 times. The front camera records in 4K 30 frames per second, so no 60 frames per second with the front selfie cam. That's a bummer. What did they do? However, it's got audio magic eraser, macro focus video, cinematic pan, slow-mo video up to 240 frames per second, 4K time-lapse with stabilization, astrophotography time-lapse, night sight time-lapse, optical image stabilization for video, fused video stabilization, cinematic pan video stabilization 4K and 1080p, lock video stabilization at 4K 1080p, active video stabilization at 1080p, and the video formats are HEVC at H.265 and AVC at H.264. So stereo recording, speech enhancement, and wind noise reduction. That would be great. At least for me as a content creator, that would be great to use as a video camera. Man, I hope they make this thing available today so I can order it today. If they're just showing the phone today and it's going to go on sale next week, man, that's a whole other 7 days to wait. So yeah, composite's got a matte back to it. I guess the back of the phone is polycarbonate plastic. The side railings is supposed to be aluminum, so that's great. That's nice. And it says here 81% recycled plastic in the back cover, 100% plastic-free packaging. Aluminum in the housing is 100% recycled content of fingerprint-resistant coating, IP68 dust and water resistant, satin metal frame. Of course, 7 years of Android software support and Pixel drop updates. And it launched with Android 15 and it will get Android 16. You got a fingerprint unlock, which is going to be optic, not ultrasonic. Face unlock, pattern pin, passwords. You got all that good stuff. You got all the safety features like emergency SOS, crisis alert, crash detection, safety check. I mean, this, it's loaded with a lot. Okay, dual SIM, single nano, and eSIM. So you get those, stereo speakers and 2 microphones. Wi-Fi 6E with 2.4 gigahertz plus 5 gigahertz plus 6 gigahertz and 2x2 MIMO. Bluetooth is version 5.3. You have NFC, Google Cast. You got dual band GNSS. For the networks here, for those who want to know, 5G plus sub-6 gigahertz model and the GXQ96. That's GSM Edge quad band 850, 900, 1800, and 1900 megahertz. UMTS, HSPA plus, HSDPA bands 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 19. LTE bands band 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 17, 20, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30, 38, 41, 48, 66, 71 in one breath. I just did that. And then 5G sub-6 bands is NR 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 12, 14, 20, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30, 38, 41, 48, 66, 70, 71, 77, 78. And it does not make mention of millimeter wave support. Oh, interesting. And you got accessibility stuff for hearing aids, live caption, talk back, lookout, reading mode, sound amplifier, camera switches, voice access, and real-time text. You got a year of warranty on it when you buy it. And what comes in the box is a Pixel 9a, a 1 meter USB-C to USB-C cable, which is USB 2.0, and a SIM tool. That's what comes in it. For the spec heads out there, hopefully that curbs your spec curiosity. And again, these phones look great. I am superly excited, man. Why didn't they could have just made it, I don't know. Come on, Google. I mean, you have it on the website now. You're literally teasing everybody. You're teasing everybody to see this thing. You don't have to sell me, Google. You don't have to sell me to buy this. I want to buy this. Take my fucking money already. I want to buy this thing and have it shipped and sent my way. I am excited to just get in hands deep with the Pixel 9a. So when this thing releases, I will post on social media when I have ordered it, and then you guys could be expecting when I get it to unbox it and everything like that. Of course, I'm gonna have to shift around my SIM cards and putting my main SIM in that phone and then putting my secondary SIM in this phone. And yes, I will run comparisons between the 7A, the 8A, and the 9A, and all the good videos I love to make regarding Pixel. So if you guys enjoyed this video, smash the like button. If you guys hear my enthusiasm, my excitement, because I really fucking am. It's just, I wish I could buy this. It says, this is what pisses me off here right now. This is what's irking the hell out of me. Get notified. Why do I need to begin? Put buy now and let me buy this thing, Google. Please. Hopefully later on today, it goes on sale. Hopefully. I pray. Until next time, guys. Allah.